Hai mandato?
Sì.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this.
Good morning! Ciao
Hello.
Fred, come stai? How are you?
Very good. Ciao Pietro. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter! Buona Pasqua! I can speak Italian with you because everybody know you are not French, but Italian from Sicily.
Sì, vero, vero. So I'm very happy that we can do this coffee today. And I have to say it's a very special coffee today because we have a very, very special couple. Unfortunately, Valerie can't be with us, Pietro. It's true?
Yeah, it's true, but we can wish you for Valerie, Maria José, Buona Pasqua, Felice Pasqua, come si dice in spagnolo. Happy Easter for you, Valerie. Enjoy the day. Yes.
Yes. So today it's like I told you, it's a very special coffee because we are so lucky and so glad to receive a fantastic and really an icon couple for all young generation. We are so happy that they accept our invitation. Can you present them, Pietro?
Yes, for sure. We have one of the best first friend and but the best couple in the world, Nino and Andrea. How are you, Nino Langella?
Hello, hi.
Come si dice? Come stai? How are you?
We're good. Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter. Like I said before, Nino, Andrea, it's a very, very big pleasure for us that you accept our invitation. You know that all young generation watch your video on YouTube like all the day, trying to copy you, to take you like example. And I can tell you, a lot of couple are so happy that you can be with us today. Thank you very much one more time.
You're welcome. It's our pleasure. It's a pleasure.
For sure will be interesting because this program we do every time we discover many good things before we don't know, and this is for many people very interesting to follow and to know exactly from the correct point the history of important dancers, the history of what happens during the competition. So thank you also for my part, my side, to accept our invitation to stay with us, especially today is Easter day, is a holiday day, but for many people still is a lockdown day, especially in France.
Yeah, it's true. So it's always the opportunity this interview to know a little bit more like a person because of course everybody know you like a dancer. And I will start with the first question. You have danced together since 2016, if it's correct, almost 5 years. So do you feel it was yesterday or do you have the feeling that you always dance together? Tell us a little bit.
I feel like it's been forever, to be honest, because we are together from the morning until the night for this whole entire 5 years. And even before we start to dance, we were already together in private life. So it feels like a very, very long time, especially now with the COVID situation. Even the COVID feels like it's been forever. So I think it feels like much longer than 5 years, yes.
This is interesting because Pietro, I have one question about this.
I have a question now for him. Hello.
So, yes, the question was like, can you tell us how you met together? Who put you together? How was your first tryout? We want to know how you meet together. Who was the person who did the link between you?
Actually, well, we started to be together in private life much earlier, and we were together. In the beginning, we didn't tell the people about it. We were kind of in secret. We didn't want a lot of people to know about it. It was our time. Then, of course, the first person probably who found out was Maurizio, because we are together with Maurizio everywhere. So he see when I go somewhere to meet someone. So he figured it out. And I'm not sure he was too happy in the beginning. But afterwards, they become very, very good friends with Nino. So it worked out well. And after some time, Maurizio told me he wants to retire. He had enough. And it was actually him who said, I want to retire and I want you to promise me that you will dance with Nino and we will start to make you try out before I retire. So he retired in international, and before international, already 6 months, something like this, we was always the three of us, and we try out, and Maurizio was on the side watching, giving some suggestion. So I guess it was Maurizio who gave the first suggestion that we should dance. And in the beginning, we were like, are we sure we want to do that? But then it worked out. Am I right?
No, yeah, she's completely right. Of course, for Maurizio point of him, he suggests to Andrea to dance with me, but as Andrea said before, we already was together in a private life, right? So, of course, in that moment in time, I was dancing with Anna, but he didn't figure out, he didn't work it out. And of course, if I am with her, and of course Maurizio decided to stop to dancing, of course, what you were going to do if you have already one of the best dancers and already there, already achieved.
It makes sense somehow.
It makes
life
sense,
bring us together in this moment in time, because we know each other when we were little small, like junior youth. But then we got separated, and I didn't see Nino forever when he went away in all my adult career. So he came into my life exactly when things started to need to happen somehow, right?
Yeah, once I came in her life, she fell in love,
It's a little bit unusual that your partner organized a tryout for you, no, Andra? It's very unusual.
It was like this, and I know you're gonna ask me how did the first tryout happen, and I say always the truth. We split. In our first tryout, we said, no, never, this is impossible. And I took my things and I left the studio, and then he called his sister, and it was like we split on the first tryout.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No.
That will be, well, of course, I hope one day I will get my dream. It will be a beautiful story to say to young generation, But still, with the belief and determination, we was there to make it, figure it out, Coming from different country, coming from different opinion, understanding, vision, we didn't match, which is, I guess it's normal, Plus I have both of them on my shoulder. I was like, hello, just a moment, Let me go to have a coffee outside, because otherwise
it was not easy. It's still not easy, but I think now during the quarantine is when we finally sit down and start to grow as a one person, not only in dancing, what you see on the video, but also in our beliefs, our opinion, our wishes, like this, because we really are completely different. I don't know if you see it or not, but very different. So it was not an easy start, let's say like this.
Okay, great. I have a gossip question. Gossip, because people, it's every time want to know. In 2010, you get married. It's true? But you fall in love before to get married, before dancing, or after you dance together?
Yeah, the answer it already almost.
I don't listen before. Oh my God.
Yes, he asked me to marry him, and he gave me the ring before.
Yes, I don't listen. Okay.
But some people say that he did that because he wanted me to dance with him, but it's not true.
No, for sure. So let's speak a little bit about Yes,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Bob?
continue, Fred.
Yes, Andra. Just speaking a little bit about the dancing. You were vice champion with Maurizio. After with Nino, let's say the beginning was not so easy. It was difficult to restart this process of entering final when you were almost champion.
Yes, of course, naturally was difficult, but I will say it was difficult really only in the first real competition because I was not ready in my mind. And of course, you are always, when you're determined and you're dreaming, sometimes you're a little bit like naive, you know. So I was thinking, well, if I was second, now I have this very good dance, of course I will be second again. But then it was like, no. And now, after time, I understand that it was correct. It had to happen. We had to learn together. We needed our time to grow. It was a correct thing. But in this moment in time, when it happened, of course, was a bit difficult. But my teacher said to me, Andre, you have to think like this. To make it once is very difficult. To make it twice is amazing. So if I make it twice up there, then for me will be quite extraordinary. So I think about growing our partnership is a different life for me. And I see it very positive now. But yes, in that moment was not easy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course, and especially because, like I told you, we're following you, and me personally, I was in a Blackpool in 2018, also watching, and I have to say it was a little bit strong result for you because the dance was, I have to say, very good, and to see some couple in front, so I know how it is. You have to wait, you have to do the process, but I imagine it was not easy, and I have to say we can see that you are a very strong couple, and I'm sure that this period make your couple even stronger. No?
Yeah, we feel so definitely. We feel very good now, much better, and we did a lot of good work that was personal to us. So
Yeah.
yeah,
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 that
yeah,
system, if you see back in the past, was correct. But I think in anything you do in the life, it takes time to get stable and know each other, and make it work. Everything takes time. So actually, of course, in that moment I was a little bit shocked, of course, but now I will see today, I will say it was correct. So it's fine.
and this process, this history will make your victory even more legendary. Yes,
I
so I'm
think so.
sure.
We will definitely appreciate it more, and like you understand these difficulties, they really make you strong as a not only as a competitor but as a person too. So for even our marriage, I see like it's very big growth for us together to survive these ups and downs. I think it's good because if it comes easy, it goes away easy too.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And for you is also difficult because after three world title in amateur, and you are still a legend with all the young generation, like I told you. But you wanted to challenge yourself to start a new process in professional. So it's a very very big honor for you, but it was difficult to restart everything when in amateur you were like a god, let's say.
Yeah, this could be a little bit very long conversation, but as I believe you guys know me because you are slightly older than me. Don't get offended. So, but the thing
More
is,
experienced,
you
more
see,
Okay.
mature.
You see, woman is better. She call experience.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
diplomatic.
So, of course, of course, it was very difficult choice, but I was very happy about the choice I did because, as I was saying before, the people that know my career, they told me that I was right to make that choice because, like I always say, I was 8 years. I was 8 years old when I danced Blackpool.
Oh.
So, in the end of the day, I arrived at one point of my career that I really miss you know. And then I just suddenly wake up one day and I decide to go back of what I trust and believe and inspire me more, you know. So, and here we go. I take this as a challenge, you know. So it's just copy and paste. In the end of the day, determination, you know, hard work, belief, doesn't matter where you are, you can still achieve, you know, if you put all of that together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and I
funny
think, like I
because
said before,
now I
this
look
history of your
know you.
couple will make your couple even more special because I was speaking yesterday with my son who no, it's more than loving you, watching your video always, and we're speaking. What make a couple like a legend couple? Is it just result? And I said, of course not. We have a lot of legend couple who didn't been world champion, and this history contribute to you to be a legend couple, and I'm sure you will be for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, we try. We try.
Nino and Andrea, you dance, I think, the last competition to UK 2020.
Yeah.
Is true?
Well,
So,
we did La Classique. We did a smaller competition in February after, but it was not a major thing. So the
uh,
last major championship is UK. Yes.
and more than 1 year ago, I think, you are still practicing like before. Is it difficult to get motivate now to
No,
start?
it's not like before because before we had many times the practice was sometimes in the competition because we had competition every weekend. So you know you practice in between competitions on the things that didn't work in the last one or the things you want to add in the next one. And it's always this like competition, competition, competition. So now our practice is very different and it is so amazing actually because we're not having the stress of competition and we literally just go so deep into things we always want to achieve but never had the full time to be able to concentrate on it. So it is different, but I would say now we practice even more because we have nothing else to do but practice. So we're really focusing on that. So it's actually very good for um, our dancing, I think.
Yeah, for many couple, we do some question like this. We find that this COVID time give it the possibility to changing qualities because you spend more time to practice in good way, and before was just running competition, competition. You're right, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also it was all about the performance and being how the people see you and what the people think of you. It was not what do I think about me, what do I think about us, you know? So that's what is great that you're not thinking just about performance and entertaining the people. Now you're really just thinking, okay, let's go and open the book for a second. Let's really study what we do. And even our teacher like forced us this very heavy lesson where he was like, tell me who you are. And we were like, you can say what the people think of you, but to say who you are as a dancer is not so easy. So this is where we searching a lot, you know, and it was quite eye-opening. It's really great.
So we look at this stage. You are very positive people. So you find the good moment, okay, the positive way to pass this COVID time. And I believe also for us, Fred, no, like teacher,
Yeah.
we teach now mostly in online lessons. Means you need to put down the paper all you knowledge. You explain to really to make in details, and there will be also for us a great moment to understand better how you explain, how you teaching, and this will change a lot. When I will start, I think we have a great evolution about this.
And one just question about the competition. Do you know when you will restart the competition? Somebody asked, no, Pietro, in the chat.
I
Yes.
think
Wait. You ask.
No, well, for now, doesn't matter if you ask or not. But in this moment in time, we have no competition. The first planned competition it will be end of June. For now, I hope it will be, which is will be an Italian championship. And yeah, and then we have a one invite competition in America, in New York.
So
Question mark. You know, guys,
We don't know.
First competition plan is end of June. Let's hope they can run and we can finally go back on the floor. Because it's like if I go back of the question in this quarantine, actually, from my opinion, it was on one thing. It was the best things that for the dancer, for the people that are growing, for the people that are learning to achieve.
Well,
it was one of the best moments.
For the higher level dancers, yes, because maybe we have the understanding and the discipline, but the younger generation, I think this was a difficult moment because they are not yet mature enough to know how to treat this time.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It was not easy, but I have to say, all coaches who also have dance like passion try to give them this motivation.
Yeah.
Now we were speaking a little bit about this before to start the live. Andra, you are from Canada. Of course, you are from Italy. Everybody know, and you live in Spain. Why Spain?
Well, first of all, I'm not really from Canada. I live there, but I'm Lithuanian. So that's the first thing that for me, coming to Spain is like coming back to my area because I'm European. I'm from Lithuania. So I'm fascinated and I am a European inside. So I loved my life in the America way, but I really find happy to be here, happy to be around European people.
Oh, I understand now your character, why you are so strong. You are Lithuania.
Yeah.
I love Lithuania. You see, Laura also is entering to a great for us. I will be next week in Lithuania, all next week.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
Yes, I love Lithuania. And I saw the woman is so stronger. The man, Nino, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you.
I have to agree with you on this one. I don't know why we are like this.
All the best. Okay, for sure the woman is the boss. This makes me afraid. But he's very productive in the dance, this, eh?
It's
So,
fine.
but why not Italy? Nino, Napoli.
It's okay. It's okay.
Napoli is a talent people. Napoli is like a Brazil person. Napoli is like again African, feel music but enjoy the life, no stress the life. It's true, Nino.
Very true. And
So
I think this is also important key to achieve.
yes, bravo, bravo.
But why Spain? I guess we came here, we really, really liked it. And I'm thinking about this all the time now during quarantine that I'm happy to be here during this crisis because we don't have any other worries here, any other outside forces that can take our concentration away. So we don't have too many friends here, we don't have too much family, we don't have students really here. So all we do really is focus on the dancing. Whereas if we are somewhere else, you have a lot of things that take your concentration away. Do you understand what I mean? So that has been good actually because we are here together and we just dance, and in the breaks we enjoy the beautiful weather, and this is really good.
Great.
You see,
Yeah,
you can see,
it's very
you can see through my face.
Yeah, it keeps coming. I have to keep moving.
Eh?
Look how much I'm dark. You see, I'm very dark.
I have to say you were already dark, even in the winter, huh, Nino?
Yeah.
So you did a very good transition because let's see now and let's speak about your dancing. What is your goal now in the dancing? What you would like to achieve together?
Difficult, but for myself, I think it's also for you, but for myself, if I have to answer, is to be happy with our dancing, ourselves, and not dance to perform. Obviously, it's important, it's part of it, but to be fulfilled with your own self first, how to say, and not just dance to please what people want. People want power, people want you to smile, people want you to do this, but do what you believe in and know in your mind that that will be enough. I don't know if this makes sense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, for sure, and especially two good dancer like you have nothing to prove to anybody. So
Yeah.
just to make happy yourself first, I guess, and also your all the couples that love you. No, this is a priority for a couple like you to share this passion and this emotion with the audience.
Yeah, it's difficult, though, because even you say that, still is like it's this energy around you from people, judges, teachers, all the political side. You can do what you want. At some point, it still somehow enters your mind. And that idea is not to let it control you. So you still stay your own person and you're able to make decisions which are good for you, and distract yourself from all these outside things and just be in love with one thing, and that's the dancing itself. It's not so easy.
For sure, it's not easy, and I have to say, okay, in this coffee time, it's not a political place, but all amateur couple you use here in WDSF, you are the most popular couple that of the professional. It's very funny. It's very funny how people watch you and continue to follow you on the YouTube, and of course they knew Nino because he was world champion, but they still continue to follow you now together and watching you, and it's so nice and so cute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course we appreciate that,
very
and
much so.
that's the key, is to be truly when you dance. This is what I believe is my goal, to be
Great.
truly, to be fair, to be honest in anything you do. Dancing relates. We are not trying to fake, not try to please. Otherwise, it's not too much art orientate anymore, So again, yeah, and to be able to achieve that, of course, it's very important to have quite enough knowledge, to be able to do that. So always our advice is always, guys, to learn in the best ways that you can, and then we say you can break the rules, but first you need to be able, right, to do what is God's teachers to do. So
Great.
Excellent.
I have the last question for you. And the question is, what do you advise? Would you give to the younger generation, young people, would admire you like whose dreams and for become style like you, stars important like you?
I would say the same thing I just said, to try your best to focus on the dance itself and not all the extra things. Like I think you just said also in this chat, that it's not really at the end of the day sitting and counting all the trophy which you have. It's much more about the actual things you learned and experienced during this journey. So I would really suggest for people to focus on the best version that they can become in the actual dancing, and not in just playing the game and winning the trophies. And I also would say to try to be as curious as possible. Like me, I'm a very annoying student. I was thrown out of many teachers' lessons because I question everything. Like, you tell me something, and I'm always like, but why? But why do you have to do that? But why? What's the point? What's the reason? So I think with this
Great.
curiousness, you obviously getting further, I guess, than just saying yes to everything and then get confused because you're doing everything everyone tells you, not understanding why and when and how. So be curious would be my suggestion.
Great, great. Curious means also be sure what you really learn from the teacher in this case, because
Yeah.
many people just for respect, I understand, and I like the people want respect. But for respect, you go in the home in the studio, you don't understand nothing about the lessons.
Yeah.
You're right. Great. So, Fred.
And Nino, for you, what you could give like a small advice for the young boys?
Like you see, like Andrea said before, the problem is that today, in my opinion, like every big people say, let's say business people, rich people, I don't know, Bill Gates, President of America, President of Italy. Today is too much social media, right? So if we're speaking about dancing relate, I think the young generation can slightly make a mistake. You understand? To have too much possibility to see things, but actually really not being aware of or understanding of what we are doing actually to achieve a such a high level detail in the dancing. You understand? So that's my suggestion. Of course, I can say you need to try to be inspired, right? You need to try to be positive. You know, all those things that basically we know, we all know that, right? But dancing relates, I will say, try in this moment in time that we have time to do that. Find out knowledge, you know, and really learn how to dance generally, right? Not just see video and you see a nice figure and you copy that and you try to do that. That will not take you far, in my opinion. So my suggestion for young generation guys, try to learn, and especially now that we have still time to do that.
Great.
Nice. And so it was a very, very positive message, and I'm sure that all the young generation who love you will try to, of course, follow you and try to do like you. Nino, Andra, I thank you very much one more time to accept our invitation. I promise you that we will finish a little bit earlier because it's Easter today, and I'm sure that you want to spend time with your family. But it was a big, big, big honor for us to receive you. Andra and Nino, thank you very much. It was also opportunity to know a little bit more Andra because we didn't have so much opportunity to discuss. It was a real pleasure for us, for Pietro.
Also for us, always is a pleasure if you can help.
Yes, I won't just tell you thank you also to all the people right the chat. We saw American Ken Richards, President of America. We see from Finland, Carola, many people from Lithuania, from Romania. So I cannot tell all of one. Sometime I just show some name. We have many friends that just tell you happy Easter. And thank you, happy Easter to you from the sport team, from Nino, Andrea, from our friend Valerie today is not with us, no?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you one more time. We wish you, of course, all the best for your life in priority, very to be happy in your life. And I'm sure if you are happy in your life, you will be happy on the floor and continue to make dreaming the young generation. It's a very, very big pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Happy Easter. Thank you.
Ciao. Ciao.
I
never made it, but I know